What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the City Light Project YouTube channel for yet another Ultimate Fighter watch party here on the channel. And I appreciate every single one of you joining. Last week, this is the last week. If I'm not mistaken, this is the last week, or maybe there's going to be some rollover. I don't know. But anyways, I do know that August 8th, Dana White Contender Series starts. Not sure if they're just going to double up on Ultimate Fighter Contender Series. I know usually they kind of split them up. Maybe we have a longer episode here tonight. I don't know. We shall see. Regardless, excited to have you folks here. If you're new to the channel, we typically stream for Fight Companions, where we do live play-by-play commentary, reaction, and interaction. This one's a little bit different. This is kind of like a hybrid of our membership streams and Fight Companions. We're going to hang out, watch the show, watch a chunk of the after show, take your comments, and whenever there is a fight, we will provide commentary like usual. LVN, oh, thank you so much for the compliment in the live chat. Appreciate you. What's up, Phony? Yeah, agreed, but Dana White Contender Series is supposed to start August 8th. Andrew, what's up, Andrew? Everybody hit that like button. Help Isha tonight. Look at that, Andrew. Thank you so much.
Hey, that shit beautiful than a motherfucker.
Hope you had a great weekend, Andrew. How are you here today? All right, guys, by the way, we do have Brad Katona, who just left Team Chandler to join Team McGregor, so McGregor can coach somebody on the show moving forward. Well, he will be also coaching Rico, who had the Hulk smash KO. Conor McGregor doing some touch butt, literally doing some touch butt there. I was gonna say doing some touch butt in the park, and right when I say that, plants his hand on one of his teammates' butt there. That just worked out way too perfectly as we were watching this. Yeah, so Katona moved over to McGregor's team, and Katona trains at SBG anyways. Look, Brad Katona's Canadian, guys. I believe just outside of Winnipeg is where he was from. He's kind of got that Eastern Canadian accent, and then moving to Ireland. I mean, he doesn't sound the most Canadian. But anyways, we got Brad Katona against Timur Valiev. This one kind of sucks for me. I'm not even a fan of this season. I'm not going to lie. This season's absolute trash. But these two guys are two guys that I would have wanted to see fight in the finals, or either of these guys win. I like Brad Katona. I like Timur Valiev. It sucks that one of them is going to have to go here tonight. But I imagine the loser of this one, they're going to get a finale fight, right? And I think the Ultimate Fighter finale show is just a fight night with pretty much the first half of the card or like 80% of the card Ultimate Fighter matchups, right? I hope he gets a fight. I'm confident he gets a fight in the finale, either of them. I think Timur is going to win this one. We'll do a full highlight. We'll do a full breakdown in a bit, but I mean, we're only 6 minutes in right now. So assuming like the fights don't start, in 15 minutes, it might be another close one here. Like the season has been. What's up, Hockey from Home? I did vote in that poll, by the way, even before the stream where I didn't think I did. I'm so excited that school's over in 17 days. Also, vid premiering tonight on the channel. You heard that, everybody. Video premiering on the channel. Hawk from Home. Go check that out. Busy with the fam, says Andrew. See you later, Hockey from Home. Thank you so much for joining. All right, so they're just showing some training footage of Valiev now, and they've been teasing that Makachev is going to come visit him. Dude, Chandler's a thick boy. Yo, Shane. Sorry I couldn't do a membership stream before this, but we're gonna hang out a little bit after the show. While the after show is going on. Yeah, I just wasn't feeling well earlier today. Bad headache, really bad headache, and I stared at a screen for work all day. So I was like, oh, I need to at least like get a little bit of a nap, which I did. Drinking some tea here, and have an early night tonight after hanging out with you guys. But we will have some videos drop tomorrow, by the way. I got one more video. I got 2 videos done. One scheduled for tomorrow. And then they'll be rolling out the rest of the week. So stay tuned for that. It's still at 4. Well, everybody vote in the poll question on Hockey from Home's channel. And don't forget to vote in this poll question as well. I mean, yeah, Brad Katona is a good fighter. I think he is like a UFC fighter. Do I ever think he's going to be like contender, top 15 guy? Not necessarily. Valiev definitely could, though. Valiev definitely could. I guess this can't be the last episode if we're just in the semifinal. Oh, actually, no, we can. What am I talking about? I wonder if they're gonna do 2 fights in one. I wonder if they're gonna do 2 fights in one episode here today. So far, it doesn't look like it because they're still showing training footage. You'd think they'd get to it. Oh, and there he is, the champion at 155, Islam Makhachev. So there might be one more episode next week. But usually they put Dana White's Contender Series in this time slot. So we'll see. We'll see. Regardless, one more fight till the finale. Or 2 more fights, I should say, because we got to see. No, I guess they can't do it here today. So yeah, there has to be one more episode. There has to be one more episode. That shows how invested I am in this show, folks. Doing a live stream, like barely even invested. I'm invested in hanging out with you guys. But Contender Series, like, I love doing prep before that. I watch all the pre-show content. Like, I truly love Contender Series. It's so awesome. Poor you, Isha. Oh, because, yeah, it's all good, dude. Thanks, though. Yeah, so we'll stay on a little bit longer here. Okay, so there must be another, whether they're going to load 2 fights in the next episode or still this one, there has to be at least one more episode. Contender Series, I read, it's supposed to start August 8th. Anyways. Maybe it's just earlier or later time slot. We'll see. But yeah, we'll highlight the fighters here and keep the comments coming, guys. It's a comment-driven stream here. I mean, these type of streams for watch parties on like shows like this, very much a hybrid of our exclusive membership stream, which our members will know about, which is basically like there's some topics in the world of MMA that I'll bring forward, but it's you guys who run the show. It's basically a Q&A. It's basically just not even Q&A, just having conversations with you guys in the live chat. And that's what, this watch party is and will be for the last couple episodes until there's a fight on. We will commentate on the fight much like we do on Fight Companions, and Dana White's Contender Series we will treat like a fight card, like a regional show. It's very much Fight Companion, and I got a lot of I'll be prepared with a lot of research for those as well. So we'll dive into Brad Katona and Timur Valiev in a sec here, but we'll continue to take your comments. I did vote Hockey from Home. Grind is back for the channel, 17 days as well. Ayo. Again, like and subscribe if you haven't already, guys. We drop weekly MMA content. We have multiple Fight Companions every single weekend. Hell, sometimes even midweek. We won't have one tomorrow night, by the way. There's no boxing tomorrow night, nor is there Invicta. Invicta usually takes the Wednesday spot, and or Pro Box TV because it's Pro Box TV. But no Pro Box TV this weekend. Thursday will likely fill in the slot because there's some MMA on Thursday. And then Friday, Saturday are big days. One championship back-to-back on Friday. So a ton of great cards this weekend. And the one Friday, or the one Friday fights is a great card as well. But the one fight night card on Amazon Prime, so much better than their last one. And their last one did have a headliner, Super Leg, but he had to come in and save that card. What's up, JL? It's good to see you, buddy. Oh, just left in because just in the semifinal, Shane, because the finale is on a UFC fight night. So yes, correct, but I meant there's 2 more, or including this. I'm just discluding this one because this one's happening. There's 3 more semifinal fights. Or sorry, 2 more semifinal fights. Jesus. Jason Knight versus Kurt Holobaugh, Ricky DiSciullo, and Cody Gibson. Yeah, because Shane, the finale fights are going to be on a UFC fight night. Those will be live. Hey, thanks, Shane, for voting in Hockey from Home's poll. Start the countdown. Countdown has been started. It's good to see you, JL. What's going on, buddy? Yes, I mean, I'm sure you're going to comment like 3 more times before you actually leave, but I hope you get some rest. Hell yeah, guys. We all want to help each other out here. So if there's anyone in our community, if there's anyone who joins the channel who also, creates content themselves, I mean, I tell everyone to go check out MMA Wise, as well as Hockey from Home. I mean, just let us know. Happy to share your channel, your content, and pump it here on these streams. By the way, big shout out to Max Quinones. Interviewed him earlier today. It was a great interview. Almost went an hour. It was just like the vibe there was sweet. It was just like two homies, two friends, two fans of MMA hanging out and talking about his career. He's 4-0 right now in Cage Fury FC. The guy is a tremendous story. There's so much more I want to dive into, but decided to put some questions on the shelf because he's definitely going to come back on the channel. So a big shout to Max Quinones. That will likely drop late, like closer to the weekend, or a Sunday or Monday, but exclusive members will get that piece of content before everybody else. You'll get the link in Discord, and then a bunch of clips after the episode drops will be available to consume as well on the channel, and it will also be available in audio and video form via Spotify, Apple Podcasts, etc. What's up, Irish Animal? It's been a while. What's going on? Unless you're a new Irish Animal, but what's going on? It's good to see you. Irish Animal, you excited to see your Canadian SBG boy and Brad Katona fight today? Hey, look at that. Cheers, Shane. Cheers. Shane, did you know that Brad Katona's from Winnipeg? Or just outside of Winnipeg? So they're just watching footage right now. So Brad Katona and his new team, but kind of old team, as he trains with Kavanaugh and McGregor anyways at SBG. Well, how much training McGregor's doing these days is questionable. Yuppa! Let's go, buddy. I like both of them, and I was saying at the top of this stream here that this one kind of sucks because out of all the guys on this show, these are the two that I would like to see win it. Like, I'd like to see one of the two win it in their respected weight class. And I think both of them are good, or were good UFC fighters anyways. I mean, Timur did not have to leave the UFC. He did not have to be cut. The guy was fine. The guy had a winning record in the UFC. Katona, hot and cold. This is going to kind of boost his stock a little bit because so far he's looked pretty good. I think, and I'm rooting for him. Irish Animal's rooting for him. He's someone who already the viewers are rooting for. I don't know anything about Brad Katona. And here we go in textbook Ultimate Fighter, new Ultimate Fighter fashion. They're allowing the fighters to have a Zoom call with their girlfriend, significant others, family, which is something the old Ultimate Fighter did not allow them to do. It was a real grind. I think they were only allowed to read notes or call if there was bad news sort of thing. So if you did get a call from your family, it was oh no, this isn't good, because that was meant to really make it a tough mental grind as well as a physical grind. Whereas this one, like I said, and I say this every single time, I'm going to say it again, this version of the Ultimate Fighter, post the director and producers who produced Survivor and actual reality shows, post Fox, who actually did a decent job. It was kind of in between this and the older style, but it was still reality show based. It was reality show produced. When the UFC took over the production, the in-house production, it became an extended version of Embedded with a fight at the end. Who has Rico winning? I don't. He didn't look good in that first round either. I think Cody Gibson's is better than him. I loved that. I loved that Hulk Smash TKO. Actually, I posted my reaction to that highlight on the video. So if you haven't already, Irish, check it out. JL, here we go. I was watching Chandler's video about the knockout loss of Dustin. I was grinding through the entire video, but Chandler said he was right about Dustin and thinks karma finally caught up with him. Okay. Chandler's looking thick, by the way. He really thought he was going to have to fight at maybe even 185. Chandler said Dustin was not focused on fighting. Well, I mean, what does Chandler know about that? He's not in the room, so that it doesn't matter at all. Chandler credited himself in predicting this outcome. Well, not the head kick, but the knockout of Dustin. You know who else also predicted that in the second round was the MMA Guru. So I guess Chandler is now on Guru's level in predicting fights. Thoughts on Kelvin backing out again? It's unfortunate. Apparently, he has a nose injury. I hope that they just rebook that fight in Abu Dhabi. I hope Shavkat doesn't fight someone else. And I know he's going to have to wait a little bit longer. But I hope that they rebook it in Abu Dhabi. But it's unfortunate. Kelvin's getting older. I just don't know why Kelvin's not staying at 185. Like, why is he dropping back down to welterweight? All right, fighters are weighing in right now. I didn't say he was a dick. Don't put words in my mouth. Man, it seems like you have undertones about Chandler. Absolutely not. Again, and for everyone who's watching, JL does this to me every stream, so I kind of have to like explain it now. JL's very passionate about a few fighters. If I don't love them as much as him, which I don't, his favorite fighters, he's actually I used to be a fan of Jared Gordon. I do not like him anymore, and it's unfortunate. JL's to blame. Anyways, that's a whole other story. JL makes it seem like I hate the fighters, or suggests that I have undertones about fighters that I just, quite frankly, don't care about, because I'm pretty apathetic. I'm pretty, like, it's a sport. They're athletes. I don't have a lot of emotion when it comes to backing fighters as a fan. There's a few that I like. There's a handful that I like. Very open about my bias to hoping that they win. Like even this next one. These are the two guys I had hoped either of them would win the show. It sucks that we're going to see this fight in the semifinals right now, but hopefully one gets an opportunity in the finale. But anyway, just want to clear the air. Just because I don't, bow to Bilal, just because I like Dustin Poirier, it has nothing to do with Chandler, just because I like Dustin Poirier, just because I now don't like Jared Gordon, which I used to like it. That was a good time being a fan of Jared Gordon. I don't have any undertones. Chandler is better than Dustin, and people are seeing reality. He's not. He really isn't. Maybe as a person, I don't know them personally. Maybe as a person, you're right. I know Mr. Grant Gregory would agree. As a fighter, no. I mean, the facts don't lie, right, bro? You compare the resume, and Dustin Poirier has way more of an impressive resume. And again, that's not a knock at Chandler. I'm just saying, if you're going to say that, back it up with facts, which you're not right now, buddy. Chandler was smiling during the breaking down the knockout, man. I was happy to see Chandler take some joy in the win of Dustin. And yet he's such a good guy and not a dick, right? Right? Now there's a little undertone in that. See what I did there? And hey, that's fine. I really don't care. You're invested in this Chandler Dustin story. I'll have a conversation with you about it, but quite frankly, personally, I don't care at all. I really don't. It makes no difference to me. Nor do I think it makes any difference to the fighter, because Chandler's not getting that fight ever again. Chandler's never getting a title shot again. Chandler, and I feel bad for him in this case, is not even going to be fighting McGregor. He's not even getting the money. He had to get fat for nothing. I'm kidding, he didn't get fat. He's just a little pudgy in this show. Chandler is humble. Well, clearly not, if you just said he was smiling during the knockout. Yes, you are. Which again, and I say this all the time as well, I respect the passion, but I got to make it clear that I'm not a hater on any of the guys that JL loves. I just reel it back a little bit more. That's all. By the way, Valiev, I think he's talking to his mom. And if it's a significant other, I'm very sorry. That's no disrespect. I'm just saying I caught a glimpse of the woman there, and she's a little bit older. But hey, no shame. Chandler smoked Beneil, let's be honest. I highly doubt that. Doesn't have the knockout power to put him down. And though I think they could, I think it would be a really good first round. I think Chandler could maybe even win the first round. But if it went 3, Beneil's got the better gas tank. Beneil's got the better chin. And I think Beneil can match his offensive wrestling. Like he's good, like it's a good matchup for the aggression that Chandler will throw. And as soon as Chandler slows down a bit, which he always does in the second round, it's just how Chandler fights. I think Beneil can maybe even have a chance to submit him. Again, Chandler's a good fighter. He was a great fighter in Bellator. He's a top 5 guy in the UFC. But I think that's it. He's just that. Nothing more, nothing less sort of thing. I view what Chandler did as humble. Well, then you don't understand the word humble, which makes sense because you use it pretty loosely. This may sound bad, but if I don't even know any of the names of the people in the show, it doesn't sound that bad, dude. You're not that invested in it. I'm not that. And despite us being here in the live stream, watching it now 10 weeks in a row, it's crazy how like I don't even know all the guys' names. There was back in the day when we'd watch The Ultimate Fighter, right? In textbook reality show fashion, we would connect with them. This isn't a reality show, it's a vlog, and it's not a good one, quite frankly. Again, cheers Irish Animal for sticking around this stream here today. I appreciate it. Keep the comments coming, guys. Like the video, vote in the poll question. Let me know who you voted for. Chandler's clearly giving tough love to Justin. Clearly. I don't know either. What's up, Tyrone? What's going on, buddy? It's supposed to be next week, August 8th. I thought that this was the last episode. Maybe it's a longer episode here tonight. But you got to think that, there's 2 more fights after this. Or, yeah, 2 more fights after this that need to go down. So, let's see. I believe, it's supposed to start August 8th. So I'm not sure maybe if it's going to take the time slot after this one next week on Tuesday. Because the finale of The Ultimate Fighter, it's not going to be like on a Tuesday or anything. They're doing it on a fight night. That would be good. I would like that. I mean, look, I would like that assuming the UFC didn't produce it like they did now, because you got to imagine that there was a little bit more drama in this season. There always is, but they're choosing not to show it. They're choosing to polish it up like an episode of Embedded, not an actual reality show, in my opinion. Everyone in the chat, if you see Rico winning in the show, say, yeah. I don't, but I wanted to give a yeah anyways. Dude, I was on a flight to Vegas, was almost 2 years ago, and there's like a crew of people who are already just fucking giving her on like the 10 a.m. flight. And the first thing, as soon as the flight attendant like was done giving her little safety spiel, can I get a yeah? The whole plane erupted, dude. Even like the old timers knew the meme. Yuri was trying to get slick with Hill. He said his weight is to blame. Yuri Hill smoked the man you beat with 30 seconds left when you were losing. Okay, now JL's going to hate Yuri. Tatiana will humble Andrade this weekend. She thinks she can just switch weight classes every couple months. In fairness to Andrade, she has been a contender in 3 weight classes. So I don't see it with the negative view that you see it overall. I think it's actually quite impressive, especially for a woman it's harder for women to cut weight. Let's be honest, especially at, water weight and things like that. I mean, it's science, bro. They talk about it all the time. That's not me just, grabbing that out of thin air. So for her to be able to do that, respect coming from me. Now, she's a little long in the tooth now. She's far from being a contender in this day and age. I do think Tatiana Suarez is going to win. But no, I got nothing but respect for Andrade. She's one of the few like women fighters in, the last 5 to 6 years who it brings a good fight. The fight has not started yet, buddy. There's probably going to be one more commercial break before it begins. Again, I totally disagree, JL, and I've been following Andrade's career a lot longer than you. She saved that Aaron card, buddy. Again, if you would do your research, you would know that. She filled in on short notice. I've got Tatiana. Yes, I am, bro. Yes, I am. Oh, yeah, I guess you. I don't know how that has anything to do with the current conversation, though. Shane, it ain't live on BT Sport. Really? Is it on Fight Pass? That's so weird. I think O'Day Osborne will win this weekend, but of course, people are picking based off the last name. I don't know. Guru picked him to win. James Lynch picked the opposite, though. I think that one's a close fight. I think Osborne will probably win. Yeah. See, like, look, she hasn't been doing well as of late, which is why she's making the change, but she has a lot of miles. She was a former champion. Like, yeah, I got nothing. As far as, like, women's MMA, dude, I got nothing against Jessica Andrade. I think she's the last person that you should start dogging JL. JL's going to start dogging Jessica Andrade and Yuri now. Those are his two next targets. It's on for me in Ireland at 3:15 a.m. Shout out to Irish Animal on a friggin' Wednesday morning for him, staying up. Tatiana get a humble Andrade, right? Thoughts on Conor begging for a Justin? I mean, he does that after every fight. It's super lame. I mean, shit, man. He's probably gonna do that to John Jones and John Jones next win. I can make the weight. I can move up to heavyweight. Sorry, I can't do an Irish accent. Sorry about that, Irish Animal. Didn't mean to disrespect. I can only do a George St. Pierre accent, folks. All right, let's highlight these fighters who are entering the cage. Again, there's likely going to be a commercial break before the fight even begins. So we have some time to highlight these guys. And, you know, the winner will take on Rico or Cody in the finals. All right. Hey, they're showing the tail of the tape. Maybe we won't have a commercial. Brad Katona, 12-2, but you know this one's going the distance if the fight is starting half an hour into the show. 3 5-minute rounds. Oh, that's why. 3 5-minute rounds in the semifinals. I keep thinking it's 2 like the old Ultimate Fighter. 12-2 as a pro. Brad Katona.
Let's get it
Well,
on.
round one's about to begin. We'll highlight these fighters after the first round because we know there's going to be a second. Katona lost his humility. Incoming L. POV. You don't tell your... Brad is Conor's guy now. Yeah, he moved there so Conor could coach someone. Nice left hand there by Katona. 4 minutes and 30 seconds in the fight. Everybody calm down with the humbling talk. Jessica's already humble. There you go. 4 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock here. They meet center of the cage. Again, these are the two. Either of these guys I want to win the show in the finals. Ooh. Outside low kick. But I imagine the loser of this one will get a fight in the finale, in that fight night finale. Katona going there with the overhand. Nice knee by Katona in the clinch. Nice Muay Thai clinch by Valiev. He throws some nice shots there. And Katona going for the takedown here. 4 minutes on the clock. Conor's statements are really getting old at this point. Like, we really just want him to pee in a cup and have a fight. He could fight anyone. Just freaking pee in a cup and show up. Absolutely. Oh, and Katona's cut. Katona's cut and he's leaking everywhere, guys. So if Brad wins, Team Conor wins. I guess so, dude. In typical UFC fashion. Go over the guillotine is Valiev right now. Oh, beautiful reversal and transition there by Katona. Katona's cut up here and he's going for the back take of Valiev. Good job by Valiev of trying to, one, successfully getting him off his back. But yeah, Katona, right side of the head. Right side of the head. Dude, like a stuffed pig right now. Oh my goodness. He's going to paint the canvas red. He's going to paint this blue canvas red by the end of this fight. High kick there by Valiev. Great job. With his lead foot, too, if I'm not mistaken. Katona there, still pushing forward. Double left jab. I don't know about that. We had 100 views after this video streamed last week. Episode 9. It got to 1,000. So we literally got 1,000 views after it posted. So I feel like there's still a little bit of buzz, but I get what you're saying. Hey, if you want to provide them, by all means, I'm doing them as well here. Oh, and a nice knee to the body fall by Valiev, but Katona with the right hand. Guys, this is the best fight of the season thus far, and we're only halfway through a round. Missing 22 seconds. Jay, why are you talking about Bills right now? This fight's going on, buddy. And I don't use Facebook for news, so And I'm in the States, so I guess it doesn't really affect me. I'd have to look into it is the short answer a little bit more. Ooh, beautiful right hand by Katona in the counter left landed clean. 1 minute 56 seconds. But Jail, in short, I don't think Facebook should be anyone's news outlet. Hell, not even Twitter these days. RIP. How long before Jolie's wife fights again? 2 years, maybe 3. Ooh, nice body shot by Valiev. Guys, this is axe kick attempt by Valiev. Guys, this is the best fight of the season. Seriously. JL, tune into the fight, bro. That was probably the plan the whole time, Brad, to leave Chandler's team for Connors if Connor was made to look bad. Absolutely, honestly. That was in the UFC's back pocket. Straight left jab by Valiev. Guys, this is insane. Brad Katona on his counters is doing very well. Oh, and Valiev landed the left and was able to take him down. 1 minute and 12 seconds. Guys, hands down the best fight of the season. This is awesome. Back and forth. This is a UFC fight. Brad Katona going for the triangle. Armbar. Brad Katona going for an armbar. Oh, and Valiev gets out of it. Guys, this is insane. This is the best fight of the season. This is unbelievable. Back up to the feet here. Valiev now looking for the back take with the right hook. 53 seconds in. The canvas is painted red. Both of these guys are painted red. This is an absolute war. We have seen every part of mixed martial arts in this fight, and we're only in one round. We've seen Muay Thai, kickboxing, wrestling, jiu-jitsu. This is unbelievable, guys. These are two UFC fighters. These aren't fucking regional guys. These are two UFC fighters. 30 seconds left. This should have been the final. Gibson versus Rico is a dud semifinal. Absolutely. This is, this is the people's main event. This is the people's final. These are the two fighters who should have made it to who are most deserving of re-entering the UFC. Valiev with a beautiful slam takedown to end the round. Right back up to his feet is Katona with 6 seconds. A nice knee by Valiev. A nice counter left by Katona. This is the best fight of the season. This is the best fight of the season. This fight is saving the entire season, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness. I mean, to be honest, if it wasn't for that cut, this could be just like a tied round. That cut made it look so much nastier, but I truly believe Katona landed more shots. But because of that cut, he's probably going to lose the round, but he did land more strikes. What's up, Aston? It's good to see you. Former UFC fighters. Yes. Valiev tends to gas. No commercial break. We're going right into the second round. Oh, no, there's a commercial break. Timur 10-9. Yeah, I mean, I think it's Timur 10-9 too because of the cut, but Brad Katona did land. Funny enough, he landed more shots, didn't do as much damage. 12-2 as a pro. That's it. He's only lost fucking 2 fights, guys. He got cut from the UFC. 1 KO, 2 KO, 3 submissions, 8 decisions. Likely why as well. 2-2 in the UFC. 4-0 in Brave. And I love how the Canadian kid developed in Brave, man. Well, not really developed, but went to Brave after his UFC run. Very smart guy. And actually defeated some really good opponents in Brave. Look at this shit. 8-0, 9-4, 11-2, 7-1. It's crazy. He lost to another guy on the show right now, Hunter Azure. And then Merab, the top contender, the guy who should be fighting for the title. Yeah, Brad Katona is a UFC fighter. And again, these are the two guys I wanted to see one of these two guys win the show. And I've said this a couple times on the stream already. The loser of this fight will have a fight in the finale show in that fight night. 18-3 for Valiev. 5 KO, TKO, 2 submissions, 11 decisions. 5-1 in the World Series of Fighting. 2-1 in the UFC. 3-0 in the PFL. He lost to Jack Shore. That's it as of late. Seriously. Since 2016, we lost to freaking Chris Gutierrez, who is in the UFC right now. Via split decision, he's not lost a fight. Yet he got cut from the UFC to go on the show. It's an absolute joke. They're going to re-sign him whether he loses or not, honestly. All right, where are we at? Chandler's offering beautiful advice to his fighters. Connor actually, a Crook doesn't deserve the fan base he has. Is this Connor's team versus Michael's team? Yes, Cameron. So Brad Katona, and thank you for joining, buddy, went to Connor's team so Connor could have some stake in the semifinals. Could actually show up. Yeah, yes and no. Merab smoked him, though. Okay. So so you have 1 loss or 2 losses on your record and you're a bad fighter in JL's logic. I got you. Merab smokes everyone because he smothers everybody, which is why he's a top contender and probably will be champion. Not a bad loss to have, in my opinion, buddy. I got to agree with you, brother. This is the best fight of the episodes. I'm watching on ESPN Plus. It's really Michael versus Michael, but the Katona switch from Michael's team to Connor's team. Nasty cut by Katona. Hate to say, but if they fought Aljo, would sub Merab? Probably. I think Merab would beat Aljo by decision. Aljo would win, but Merab is the second best bantamweight off his skill. Well, one skill. I would say not all his skills, not as an MMA fighter. He's there because of his one skill, and he does it extremely well, and it's so hard to defend. And, hey, you got to give him credit. But if Merab was forced to box only in a fight, oof. He'll catch a sloppy takedown attempt and get grilled, I think. No one ever said he was bad. Losing Merab is an insult. Just jumping to conclusions. Okay. Well, jumping to conclusions based off what you usually, get to when you make statements like that. Merab showed a striking in the yawn humiliation. Yeah, but it wasn't that great, let's be honest. He showed it because it was an MMA fight, but he wasn't forced into that the whole time. He definitely manhandled yawn a little bit. Putting words in my mouth. Yeah, for once I'm doing the opposite. I'm just giving the words back to you. All right, round 2, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's get it on.
All right, counter left by Brad Katona. They just must love this, guys. They just must love this because they get so many commercial breaks now. It's basically on brand for JL now to spar every live stream. And I say spar, not fight, because, we're both part of the City Life team. 4 minutes on the clock here. Oh, man, what a fight. What a fight. Oh, and Valiev already starting to breathe heavily. And, Katona even admitted in his last fight to fight a little safer to get to this round. You can't fight safe when you're going up against Timur Valiev. Brad Katona to the left again. His striking's looking damn good here. Ooh, and a nice right and a body kick by Valiev. See, this is the fight Dana White wants to see. Good straight left by Valiev. A left hook there by Katona. Oh, they each walk in there and land a shot. Hopefully they didn't clash heads. Looks like they're okay. Outside low kick by Valiev. Valiev with the straight right and Brad Katona with the counter left. Dude, they're going shot for shot up in this mouth. Three rounds, buddy. 3 rounds. Valiev going for the takedown, but he can't because Brad Katona is a very talented wrestler. Can't take him down with ease. Brad Katona doesn't even have to stuff. He just easily defends it, keeps it in the clinch, and now a elbow by Brad Katona in the clinch as they separate. 2 minutes and 55 seconds on the clock. Dude, this is what I'm talking about. This is a fight. Best fight of the season, hands down. And we've seen a lot of knockouts. This is the best fight of the season. Katona starting to check that leg kick now. Oh, was that a question mark kick attempt by Valiev? Can't get too fancy here. Oh, stepping knee by Valiev. Katona and this is his style, hanging his head a little bit out front, a little bit too much for comfort here, but it helps him A, stuff the takedowns and B, blitz, but it leaves him open for that straight left jab and a knee. And Valiev recognizes that. But those counter hooks by Katona are money. And look, that takedown attempt by Valiev at 2 minutes wasn't even broadcasted. Katona still read it and blocked it. This round is so fucking even. It's back and forth. Katona stuffing the takedowns, though. I don't think that means anything in the UFC. I do know that means stuff in one championship, though. Not in this round. Not in this round. Not in this round, JL. This round, it's back and forth. This round, it's shot per shot. First round, yes. Not this round. Oh, head clash. Head clash. Head clash there. You guys see that? Valiev Going in for the takedown, goes back up, smokes Katona, but Katona seems to be fine. Yeah, Valiev winning the first round. The second round's so fucking close. Honestly, though, if Katona wasn't cut, I think he would have gotten the first round. He landed more shots. This one's, it's 100% back and forth. Which is awesome. Like, and again, I want both of these guys to be successful. I don't have a dog in this at all. I'm just enjoying the fight. Nice straight left by Katona as he comes in for the entry. If Katona can take this to the ground, do a little bit of damage on the ground here in the last 50 seconds, and he's recognizing this, he will win this round. Great takedown defense by Valiev, though. .44 seconds left. Katona gets a takedown and does something with it, even one punch. That's enough probably to take this round because it's literally just been back and forth. Like, no joke, shot per shot, back and forth. Again, this round, like, neither of them. You know what I mean? Like, it's JL. I don't know how much more I can say this, or I don't know how much more clear I can say this. This round is dead even. Damage from the first round doesn't necessarily matter in the second round. This isn't one championship, right? This isn't Ryzen. Oh, and there's the takedown by Valiev. There it is. Now, oh, quickly, is he back up to his feet? Katona reverses. I don't know if that takedown will do enough to take the round, but it might because I literally think it was exactly even to a T until that takedown. Now, he didn't do any damage with the takedown or anything, and quickly Katona reversed it to grab the leg. But that's got to count for something when there's nothing else to judge. I mean, Katona did have a little bit of control time. I don't think that matters. So we'll see how the judges score that second round. But I had it like dead. I've never seen guys, I've never seen a closer round in MMA. I really haven't. I've never consciously been following shot per shot. They literally went shot per shot. I don't think, like, someone might have outstruck by like 1 or 2 in that one. That was incredible. I am honored to watch this fight right now, guys. I don't know how you're feeling. Let me know in the live chat. 2-0. Likely could be. I kind of hope it's 1-1 going into the third because that always makes things fun. Guys, apparently this new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I like the animation, by the way, for it. It's a little Borderlands-esque. I don't know if you guys ever played that game. Shout out to Cage the Elephant. Got famous off them using one of their songs as the intro. Ain't no rest for the wicked. Money don't grow on trees. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, but apparently it's directed by the guys who created Superbad, so it's a comedy. Benjamin, the first round was dead even as well, except Katona was, got a nasty cut. So he definitely was visibly damaged. That second round is so close. I don't know if the takedown by Valiev is going to matter in the judges' eyes. It might. And I wouldn't even blame them if that is, if that's what was needed to make a decision on that second round based off literally it being shot per shot. Like, I wasn't consciously counting, but I was consciously like keeping tab, like a mental tab, like, okay, Timur landed a shot, Katona landed a shot, Timur landed a shot, Katona, like, and it was like 1 for 1 every time. That was an incredible round. This is an incredible fight. I mean, I hope the UFC and Dana, like, under the table gave these guys some cash for this one. I just saw Why Him with James Franco yesterday. I don't think I've ever seen that. How was it, Shane? Again, by the way, a special shout out to Shane and Benjamin, 2 of our exclusive members here on the channel. I appreciate you guys for all the support you show the channel. And everyone else in the comments here, Tyrone, Absolute Beauty, Irish Animal, welcome to the chat, buddy. Aston LC, it's good to see you again. Cameron M, thank you so much. Diego for joining every single... Diego's like an honorary member because he's here every single stream. And a big shout out to Mr. Grant Gregory, who gave out 10 subs in our last stream. So thank you so much. Kicks, what's going on, Kicks? It was good, wasn't great. There's one more round, buddy. There's one more round. In the semifinals in today's Ultimate Fighter, they're doing 3 rounds. I think Timur won the first round. Second round, I really don't know. I could see it going either way. It was that close, buddy. So going into this third round, it could be a round a piece, or Timur could be up 2-0. What do you think, Kicks? What was it about, Shane? I don't think I've ever heard of it. Mind you, I'm so out of touch with movies and I used to be a movie guy and I used to love going to the movie theater and stuff, but I don't know. Didn't have a lot of money in college to do that. And in high school, that's just what we did. It was either beach, bonfire, or movies. Luke, what's going on, Luke? Good to see you, buddy. Dude, turn on the Ultimate Fighter right now. Third round at one of the best fights. Not only in TUF, it is 100% the best fight in this season, but this is one of the best fights that I've seen all year, man. 1-1. First Timur and second Brad. All right, third and final round in the best fight on this season. An awesome fight that we've been blessed to see in the world of mixed martial arts this calendar season. Let's get it on, guys. I am buzzing off this fight right now. I did not expect this. 4 minutes and 43 seconds. Both of them know that this could be it. Whoever wins this round. Timur, beautiful kicking there. Counter left by Timur. Good head movement by Timur. Nice straight left jab by Katona. Katona only landed a straight left jab in that sequence. Timur draining his gas tank early here. Throwing a lot of combos, throwing a lot of kicks. Starting to look a little labored as Katona's stance is still a little bit more... Oh, a nice right hand. That might have hurt Timur by Katona. Two outside leg kicks by Katona. Katona just takes them. Doesn't even flinch. Oh, well, I'll continue. I'll give you play-by-play Luke, and definitely go back and watch it. Definitely go back and watch it if you can. This is one of the best fights in the Ultimate Fighter. High kick 10 by Timur. Timur's getting the better of Katona early. 3 minutes and 53 seconds here. It's good to see you, though, Luke. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a great summer. Oh, that outside low kick. Inside now, he's just ripping up the knee there of Katona. And Katona, you can see starting to be aware of that. He's got to be careful here because Timur's going to try to set up that high kick. Nice combo to the body there by Katona. 3 minutes and 33 seconds on the clock. Body kick by Timur. Counter left by Katona. Katona's starting to slow down a little bit here too. Timur is just throwing like a ton of volume here, especially in the kicks. Some of them are a little sloppy, but they're getting through, man. They're getting through. Not that combo, though. That outside low kick. Brad Katona's got to be careful on that straight left jab, double left jab on the back foot by Timur. Timur's looking good in this third round, guys. Timur's looking good in this third round. 3 minutes on the clock. Still a lot of time, though. That lead left leg of Katona, though. Double left jab there on the back foot by Valiev. Valiev, he's starting to take this, man. And Valiev going for the takedown here. Katona, he's got to stuff it. Doing a good job of defending it right now against the cage. Oh, Katona drops her guillotine. What the fuck? Why would you do that? Timur's going to pop out of it. Katona, he has to get back up to his feet. I don't know why fighters always do this, especially non-jiu-jitsu guys. Ass to the mat, back to the cage. Is Katona. Timur on top, though. Timur not doing any damage in this particular situation. Now looking to get his back. Katona's trying to use it to spin and get back up to his feet. Katona has his right foot planted. Timur tried to get his back. Katona, good job of kind of pushing him off to the other side as he switches sides here. Valiev with the body lock. Katona back up to his feet. 2 minutes and 14 seconds on the clock, guys. What a fight. What a fight. Phony, I hope you're here, buddy. This is a phony Turgeson fight, guys. 2 minutes on the clock here. Timur holding Katona up against the cage. Hardly, but okay. JL thinks that if you just grapple and don't throw any damage, you're dominating. Hardly dominating, definitely getting the better in the striking. There's a nice left by Katona. And it's smart by Timur. I'm not dogging him when I say that, JL. He threw a lot of volume early. You can definitely tell that he's tired now, though. But in fairness, so is Katona. 1 minute and 20 seconds. If Katona doesn't do a lot in this final 1 minute and 15 seconds, Timur's going to win the round. Was there confetti or some shit that just dropped in the cage? Did you guys see that? Now Katona going for the takedown. Look at that outside left leg of Katona, guys. Look how bruised it is. That is insane. Is Timur cut as well now, or is that just also from Katona? Looks like Timur might be cut as well on next to his right eye, but it might just be Katona. It might just be Katona. Katona now dominating, as JL would say. Going for the single leg and actually throwing some shots in there as well. I mean, this is just as much control time as Timur was throwing on him, so this is such an even fight, man. Katona throwing some short shots here. And if you look at significant strikes, he might be evening it out a little bit, but I still think 15 seconds left that Timur is going to get this third round, especially since Katona has not taken him to the ground yet. 6 seconds left. 5 seconds. They separate. And they both just scream, woo, at each other. Both of them put their hands up, and you see Dana White's even saying good fight. That was one of the best fights in modern Ultimate Fighter history. That was one of the best fights I have seen this calendar year, ladies and gentlemen. Seriously, you all are, and myself, we have been honored to watch this fight. This is unbelievable. This is an absolute treat. What a terrible season of the Ultimate Fighter, but this fight made up for it all. This was an unbelievable scrap. Timur wins, or it's a robbery. Again, you're using the word robbery now as loosely as you are humble, my man. If it's a close fight, you cannot say robbery. I hate when people do this. And I'm not trying to just come after you, Jail. I hate when people do this. If it's a close fight, by fucking definition, it's a close fight. It cannot be robbery by definition. Robbery is when there is a clear winner and the other guy gets it. I believe I'm in the same camp as you that Timur Valiev won this fight. If he loses, far from a robbery, given that it was a very close fight. Why Him is a movie about a dad played by Bryan Cranston meets his daughter's boyfriend played by James Franco. Oh, okay. Hey, pretty good cast then. Yeah, Timur 29-28. Yes, close fight. What a fight indeed. In my opinion, but easily can go the other way. As it can in a close fight, not a robbery. And I say the same thing with like Jan Blachowicz and Alex Pereira this weekend. It was a close fight. It wasn't a robbery for Jan Blachowicz. I personally think Jan won that third round. Not by much, though. And when Alex won, it's totally cool because it was a close fight. It was not a robbery. I just think we have to use these, like the term robbery right, or casuals are going to get, mixed, get the term mixed up. Breaking Bad, bro. Yeah, Bryan Cranston, Breaking Bad. I hope these two both get back to the UFC. I think they will. The loser of this is going to get a fight on the finale card anyways. 100%. All right, let's listen in to see who's going to be the winner, guys. All right, they didn't. Okay, everyone's just shaking hands here. Why doesn't robbery just mean the other person should win even if it's close? Because then that takes away the value of the fucking term. Then there's no value to that term at all, Shane. And it's very, very confusing because it implies that it was taken away from someone when it was clearly theirs. When you rob someone of something, you're taking something from them that is theirs. Did Katona win? I totally missed it, guys. Katona won. Oh my goodness. Damn. So they had him winning that first round despite the cut. And again, JL's going to say robbery. JL clearly hasn't watched enough MMA to understand the term. That's okay, JL. I still love you. I know you're still new to the sport. Again, I'm surprised on that one too. Sorry about the little dig there, JL. How we can look at this fight, though, I still think Timur won that third round. Brad Katona outstruck Timur Valiev. And if you look at Timur Valiev here, I don't think that damage came from the first round. Don't get me wrong. He looks pretty banged up as well. The cut from Katona definitely was nastier, but I'm guessing Katona won that first round because he did outstrike Valiev, and you can review the tape, you can rewatch it, or you can even rewind this stream. I made verbal note of that for every shot Valiev landed, Katona was landing more. That third round, I think that one for me had to go for Timur. That second round, they gave close as well. They gave it to Katona. Timur will be in the UFC. Timur will be in the UFC. Don't worry about it. And he's a very good fighter. Yeah, Timur, you'll be on the big show, buddy. You're one of the best on this season. You put on one of the best fights. So yeah, Katona won. Damn. I had Alex, but to be honest, I thought Jan won the third. Jan's body language and Alex's big shots won him the fight. When Alex started defending takedowns and they came back into open, Jan looked terrorized and all hunched up and turned. No, again, I totally understand it. And I'm not upset with it at all. I was going very much points, 10-point must only, right? Whereas clearly the UFC likes to make their own criteria every weekend, it seems. But I get it. And Jan was more tired. Do I think Pereira made him more tired though? I don't think that's the case. I do think it was altitude and just being an older man. But Alex Pereira did land, and I rewatched the fight, did land harder strikes than Jan did in that third, but I think Jan outstruck him. Again, it was a very close fight. Unbelievable. And Brad Katona going to the finals, baby. Robbery means there was a clear winner, meaning it wasn't close. See, that's how it should be understood. Shane doesn't want it to mean that, but it does, Shane. I'm not here to change the meaning. I'm telling you guys what it means in MMA. JL's pissed because his boy lost, Valiev. Close fight, JL. Close fight, buddy. Cheese King, what's up? They want a Connor guy in there. You know what? Could be the case if that was a robbery. It wasn't a robbery, though. It was a close fight. Fair decision, says Suarez. Thanks so much for joining, buddies. Or Suarez. That's how I pronounce your name? Thanks so much for joining. Very fair, says Kicks. Theorin, if I was on Connor's team, I would lose on purpose. And when they asked why, I would say I drank too much. Papa number 12. Win or lose for either guy, this fight was a banger. Yeah, so JL, I don't know why you're getting so angry about this. It's bullshit come from JL. JL, did you not enjoy the fight, buddy? Were you not honored to watch that amazing display of mixed martial arts? Guys, we saw everything in that fight. We saw wrestling. We saw jiu-jitsu. We saw Muay Thai. We saw boxing. We saw MMA style striking. We saw everything. It's amazing. Hey, look at Matt Serra on the TUF after show here. I'm so excited and happy to have been able to witness that, guys. I don't know about you guys. Let me know in the live chat. That was an amazing fight. That was an amazing fight. Who's Brad going to face next? He's going to win the winner. He's going to face the winner of Cody Gibson and Rico DiSciullo in the finals on that fight night. And Austin Hubbard will fight either Jason Knight or Kurt Holobaugh in the finals. Yeah, absolutely. I think Izzy beats this Jan too. Nah. Maybe at elevation. I think Jan still beats Izzy. Jan look fucked up. Okay, not angry. I love the fight, but too much hugging for Brad at the end. JL, you confuse me so much, dude. It really turns my brain into a pretzel. It really does, guys. JL, you like hugging, though. You tell me every single weekend that you are excited to watch title fights that are only wrestling. You tell me that every weekend, so I'm very confused. When that's, when you're a fan of Bilal Muhammad and Jared Gordon, you want to see wrestling. So when the fight becomes slower pace, I thought that's what you like. I'm very confused, JL. No, but it was a great fight, indeed. What's up, guys? Tofoni, you missed it, dude. You missed. Rewatch it. Best fight of the season. One of the best fights of this calendar year. Beautiful display of mixed martial arts. Every part of mixed martial arts was shown in that. It was unbelievable. The canvas was stained red. Both of them were covered in red. It was a war. It was beautiful. It was a great display of mixed martial arts and sport. It made slugging through this season worth it, Phony. It really did. And look at that. I'm behind in comments on a fucking TUF watch party. This is amazing. You all are awesome.
That shit beautiful than a motherfucking.
Connor trend face, right? You got to consider that was at high altitude. Absolutely. No way in hell that was a robbery, and I was honored to see it. Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining Irish Animal. Now go get some sleep, buddy. But Irish Animal, please like this video if you haven't already, guys, and subscribe to the channel. Ring that bell for notifications so you never miss an upload or a live stream. We will post the schedule for this weekend's Fight Companions either tonight or tomorrow as soon as Kaposa posts his. No streaming tomorrow night, but we will have like 3 to 4 videos drop in the next 3 days, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, 3 to 4 videos in the next 3 days, and then a ton of Fight Companions this weekend. I mean, Friday's back-to-back one championship alone. You think I like Connor? You are wild. I don't. Izzy would win it in Salt Lake City. Perhaps. Alex looks strong at 205. You ain't gonna rear naked choke him. Dude, I was excited to see old man Yawn perform well, though. Even at altitude. Like, he went 3 rounds of prayer, and prayer cracked him with that left, and it didn't put him out. Guys, I mean, for how, let's be honest, poor Yawn looked at times in that fight, it's truly amazing to see what he's doing at 40 years of age. Bilal and Gordon are basically the same fighter. Except Bilal's in like just has more muscle than Gordon. Although if Gordon dropped to like 145, he'd be jacked. And yes, Izzy's very different. But you do tell me every weekend that you want to see, and I quote, hugging match title fights. I'm running back to fight now. It looks like a war. It was, buddy. I can appreciate all styles, not just being chinny like some lightweights. We watching Diaz getting humbled and knocked out this weekend? And of course JL does not like Diaz. Of course. And JL, you're gonna be like, whoa, I didn't say that. Why did you write it like that? That's what I want to know. Why did you write it like that? Just to kind of be a dick? I don't know. I'm sorry I have to use that word, JL, but like, is that why you wrote it like that? Oh, man. We're definitely going to be watching that. I definitely think Jake Paul cracks him. Does he knock him out? I don't think so. TKO, probably. But I wouldn't word it as disrespectful as JL has worded it here. You want a banger? Ferguson versus Pettis. Oh, and do it in BKFC. I'm kidding. We don't want to see phoning Ferguson take any more of that damage. Have a great night, Irish Animal. Paul could KO Nate, crack that chin. Again, I don't think he puts him out cold, but I do think he TKOs him. Tony getting choked out was karma. JL, if you believe that this incident was karma, then you're clearly very new to mixed martial arts. He's on a 6-fight losing streak, and you say this is karma? Again, you got to start doing your research, JL. I'm sorry. I have to. I mean, I'm not the best at it. I get it, but you got to start doing your research, buddy. It was exposed in this stream how little research you do. Respect to Yanni as a chin. Bilal's a tank. He is indeed. It's a figure of speech. No, it's not. You know what you're doing. Nate Diaz is so washed up. Hey. He may be washed up, but he's still a fucking beauty and a legend in the sport. And you know what? Like, I'm not going to hate on the guy for making millions and millions and millions of dollars in what might be his last ever fight. I don't think he's coming back to the UFC as much as he says he is. Like shit, like he's made more money than his brother. How crazy is that? How crazy that, and Phony, you're an older school MMA fan, like myself. Like, I never would have predicted a world where Nick Diaz would make less money than Nate by the time their careers come to an end. And like, tax and spending habits aside, I just mean like earnings in fights. I'll be here for Jake. I'll be here Jake versus Nate. I say split decision for Nate or for Jake. Anyone gonna watch After TUF? Yeah, I'm watching right now. We're gonna stay on a little bit longer, guys. Tony needs to hang it up. He said he's entering his prime. How is he humble? I didn't say he was humble. JL, I'm so confused, JL. You're having an off night, JL. I will say there's nights where you school me, buddy, and I take it and I give you credit tonight. It's an off night for you, buddy. Tony does need to hang it up. No one said he's humble. I don't know, and I don't know why you keep using that word. Do we got to make merch that just says humble? Will those even sell? I should just make a shirt. I'm not even making merch. I'm gonna make a shirt that just says humble on it. Just for JL. What's up, JD? Don't know if you caught the combat BJJ a couple days ago for the bantamweight down in Mexico. Awesome fights / matches. I saw it was on Fight Pass, but Sundays I can't stream on Sundays, guys. That day is reserved for my podcast and other YouTube channel, the Soda Pod. If you want to check it out, please do so. We're trying to get to 1,000 subs before the start of the NHL season. We talk about the Minnesota Wild, NHL prospects, NCAA hockey, and craft beer. Tony thinks he can compete as deluded as fuck. Yup, agreed. He's a competitor to the core. 6-fight losing streak and 4 finishes in there. Yep. And yet you think this last fight was the karma fight. Someone insert the cricket noises. You seen all the Friday Fights events? Dude, it's going to be awesome. Back-to-back one championship. This weekend, so many fights. Nick just don't care. Nate was always more outspoken and more of a draw, but Nick is just like lazy. Look at the fights with Lawler. He's different. Nate. I mean, Phony, I wholeheartedly disagree. Again, I was dogging on JL for not having the facts in this one. Now I got to be critical of you, my friend. That was 5 years off of the sport. What are you talking about? Comparing him to, up. I don't want to say prime Nate at that stage in his career. I'm sorry. I don't think that's a good argument. I don't. I'm sorry. I really don't. Especially coming off 5 years off where he didn't want to fight. What I'm saying is, Phony, when we were younger watching the UFC come up, when Nick was the star and Nate was still competing just as much or more than he even has or he did when he got to stardom, I just never would have thought that Nate would surpass Nick, and I'm talking GSP era Nick Diaz, right? I'm not talking 5 years off the marijuana suspension. That has nothing to do with what I'm saying, brother. Wait, what time is it in America? Well, I mean, we got multiple time zones. I'm in Central Time right now, but Eastern Time it's 11 right now. It's arrogant showcasing a humble shirt. How about humbled? Again, JL L after L after L tonight, buddy. I'm sorry. I just have to call it out. That is the most casual statement I've ever seen. If we're talking, if like, yes, obviously, I'm not talking about a Nick Diaz, almost 40 years old, 5 years out. Forget I even brought up that. I wanted to dive into that because I thought that was a very interesting point, especially following the sport from the beginning, for a very long time, and watching the rise of both of those brothers. Nick was the superstar first, and Nate surpassed him, which is unbelievable. That's what I originally said was surprising. Now we're talking about Nick Diaz, Robbie Lawler fight, which had nothing to do with what I was talking about. So my apologies for going down that path. We'll stop that conversation. Nick signed the contract and looked like shit. There was no excuses. GSP had a layoff and so was a beast. JL, I don't know. I'm just honestly not even gonna engage because JL right now, guys, has recognized didn't have the best stream. It's trying to school me here today, and now he's just taking L after L, and he's reaching for the stars, and he can't grasp any of them. So JL, I'm not gonna allow you to troll us anymore here tonight. Let's just say that. What's up, Mateo? And again, phony. Didn't mean any disrespect. I'm just saying, like, that's not what I was talking about at all. Like, guys, like, we're not casuals in this chat. Come on, let's show those other MMA channels how like non-casual that we are here. Why are we talking about Nick Diaz Lawler fight? That's not the Nick Diaz that I was talking about. What's up? What's going on? You should just say who shouldn't get humbled. It'll be a shorter list. See ya, homies, next Tuesday. Peace. See you later, Irish Animal. Hey, I hope to see you for some fight companions this weekend, brother. Mateo, one of our exclusive members. I mean, I'm a casual. That's true. You are. Just got a notification that JL took another L. What's up, Mysak? Which is sad, if to be perfectly honest. And don't you do you have Fight Pass, JL? Do you have Fight Pass? I mean, shit, man. Jay Herbo in our Discord today. Sorry for calling you out, Jay Herbo, but I was talking about Nick Diaz's Gogo Plata and how in Pride was that against Takanori Gomi? I believe it was against Gomi. And that was turned. I think it was the first Gogo Plata employed and executed in mixed martial arts. And much like Derek Lewis over the weekend, who apparently was high off the THC gummies, Nick Diaz was so stoned in that win that like he had so much THC in his system that they deemed he must have been absolutely blasted in the fight, and so it was turned into a no contest because at that time it was an illegal substance and you weren't allowed to have that much in your system. And Jay Herbo was like, "But it was a no contest. He was suspended, but I thought he was fighting this weekend against Paul." I was like, "Oh, bro, Nick Diaz, sweet buddy." No, just saying. I was trying to say why Nick isn't bigger. Okay, got you. And he's not as tough. Nate has had staying power. And also remember, Nate on TUF knew he'd be bigger than Nick. See, that's interesting because I saw Nate on TUF too. That's one of my favorite TUF seasons. I still didn't think he was going to be bigger. And I thought that I was like, you know, one of the nerds who actually followed Nate Diaz's career more than Nick. All my friends were Nick Diaz fans. A lot of them, even Canadians. They were rooting for him to beat GSP. I couldn't believe it. I got Fight Pass, but if that is the Diaz, I will see. I'm not interested. That's not the Diaz. You're killing me here tonight, Jay. And I know that's what you want. I know that's what you strive for, is to just like try to dunk on me and make me break down every stream. And you're very successful at it. Let's just say that. So I guess I tip my cap to you, even though you're aging me. I'm gonna have gray hairs because of JL. He's already pushed me to hate Jared Gordon. Obviously, this is not the Nick Diaz that we are used to seeing, my man. Dude, you don't have to. I'm not gonna say you have to do anything, but if you want to see the true Nick Diaz, I mean, go back and watch his fights in Pride. He was a Strikeforce champion, man. I mean, he's had some amazing fights in the UFC, Strikeforce, Pride. I mean, go watch his fight against Robbie Lawler. His first fight with Robbie Lawler, buddy. Oh my goodness. Who doesn't have Fight Pass these days, right? I mean, no one on this channel, I think maybe one subscriber has bought merch, so it might not even be worth my trouble. I think I should just make my own shirt. Whenever JL says humbled, I'll just like take one off and there'll be a new one that says humbled. I'll like come into the stream wearing like 30 shirts because JL will use humble like 30 times. Ketamine Giver 1999. Can you stream UFC Stern versus Del Bate? Sure. Absolutely. I watch TUF and I just do not like Nate. He is annoying. I like Nate. And that's fair enough.
I'm not surprised, motherfuckers.
What a legendary moment that was, though. Nate was quiet on The Ultimate Fighter. Not really. I mean, he wasn't like a Junie Browning. He wasn't like Julian Lane by any means. But when he wanted to fight Carl Parisian, that was good. Matt Boldy versus Byram fight is better than anything on TUF season. Mateo, you shut the fuck up. You, again, I feel bad you're talking about casuals here. I love you, Mateo, but you did not watch this episode, did you? You clearly, with that statement, I know you didn't watch this last episode. Dude, this episode had not only the best fight this season on TUF, but one of the better scraps that I've seen this calendar year in any promotion of mixed martial arts. Now, I'm not saying these guys are the best, compared to like title fight skill. There was not one moment in this fight where I wasn't entertained. It was truly amazing. Nick versus GSP. Good fight. But again, I would go back further to watch his Strikeforce fights, go back, watch his Pride fights. And the UFC wanted him when he was in Strikeforce. They wanted him when he was in Pride. He eventually came over when they bought Strikeforce. But watch his first Robbie Lawler fight, too. I disagree. And it's sad that we're at that point. But again, I don't mind the sparring in every stream. You want to come, you want to put the gloves on every stream, that's fine. I'm not going to call it a fight because we're both boys, we're both homies, but I am convinced now that you come into these streams locked and loaded, and your goal, rather than to just watch the fights and engage in, conversation about fights, your goal is to, okay, how am I gonna dunk on Isha today? And it sucks that, I feel that way now, but it is what it is, buddy. Pride FC was so sick, and Strikeforce, dude. Strikeforce, the reason the UFC is where it is today is because of Strikeforce. Ronda Rousey, Luke Rockhold, Nick Diaz, Tyron Woodley. Did I say Robbie Lawler? I'm missing a champion. DC. Who else came from Strikeforce? Melendez came from Strikeforce. He didn't really do that well. Shields came from Strikeforce. Tim Kennedy. There were so many good fighters come in from Strikeforce. I mean, the whole women's division. Nah. He's one of the homies. Man, I'm shocked you didn't flip your shit when I said I didn't like Nate. Again, that's your opinion. If you would have started trashing him for no reason and having, invalid facts, then that's another story. But if you don't like him, that's fine. I don't care if you like or dislike a fighter, JL. How many times have I said this on stream? I don't care whether you love a fighter or hate a fighter. But if you disrespect them, when it's, not a meme, when it's not playful, when you throw out just stuff that's totally not factual at all, then I'm going to challenge it because that's me. I'm not just going to be like, oh yeah, I agree with that when I don't. But I'll try to understand it. TUF has been dry since Ronda started shit with Tate. There was a couple good seasons after that. The Cody Garbrandt and TJ Dillashaw season was really good. And I want to say that the Uriah Faber and Connor season came after that one as well, but it was around the same time. So I will say overall, JL, I agree. There was like a few seasons after that were pretty good though. From what I've seen, I haven't gone to this episode. Don't even watch any other season. Don't watch any other fight this season. Just watch this fight today. It made up for the entire season. You seen Dana reaction say this could be fight of the year on the next fight. I don't care what Dana's reaction is. I was watching the fight. I wasn't watching Dana. And I'm not saying that the UFC should say that this is fight of the night. I'm not saying that the tabloids should say this is fight of the year. I'm saying that as a fan of mixed martial arts, this was one of the most entertaining and most well-rounded mixed martial arts fights that I've seen all year. And there was violence, and they stained the canvas, and it was brutal. So it had everything. It had everything. Who does Jared Gordon get humbled by next? I hope that he just honestly, I would be okay if Jared Gordon didn't even fight in this calendar year. And again, that's coming from love, not from, and I used to love Jared Gordon. I used to root for him so much. And I still respect the man, the fighter, but I just can't be a fan of his anymore, unfortunately. Man, we got to fix his perception of myself. I guess too many correct main events does that. Oh, see, there it is again. There it is again. I'll chill with it from now on. You do whatever you want, JL. But I'm being honest. That's. I used to think you were a troll, and then I was like, oh no, he's just really passionate. And then now I'm like, okay, now that we've gotten to know each other a little bit, we chat, argue, discuss stuff, outside of stream as well, and like Twitter and things like that. I'm like, okay, this guy just literally is coming into the streams just to try to dunk on me every single time. And hey, if you enjoy it, I enjoy it as well. I like the conversation. There's some things like I said, you're gonna age me a little bit with some of your comments there, but I'm gonna stand my ground, buddy. But I appreciate the support. I ain't petitioning to ban no JL or nothing like that. But that's my perception. No, I'm talking about the next episode on the little clip at the end. Oh, I totally missed the clip. I'm not gonna lie, Activate A. So I'll have to rewatch that. What happened? Give me the quick synopsis. Biplov, one of our exclusive members. What's going on? It's good to see you. Thank you so much, by the way, for the donos, for the support and re-upping your membership on the on last week's stream, buddy. It's great to see you. So Biplov, the episode itself was boring as hell. This season has been dull. The fight, Biplov, was one of the best fights. Not only what was the best fight on episode or on this season on season 31, the entire season. This was the best fight. And honestly, it was one of the best fights I've seen all calendar year in all promotions, including the UFC. It was awesome. It was graphic. They stained the canvas. They covered each other in red. Beautiful Muay Thai, kickboxing, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, grappling, boxing, like all the martial arts were on display. It was truly an honor to watch this. I mean, look, Don Cherry and Macklemore are nodding their heads with us. It's all good, JL. It's all good. Like I said, I'm gonna call out what I see. I have no issue. I've never had an issue with you being in the stream. I'm just saying. The real tragedy here, JL, is that I'm no longer a Gordon fan at the end of the day. And that you're fucking dunking on me in main event predictions. But I can get over that. Have a good night, buddy. Have a good night. Watch Nick Diaz and Robbie Lawler 1 before you go to bed. You'll go to bed with a smile. Bo Nickel will be a top 10 all time when he hangs up the glove. Calling that now. Okay. I don't think all time. Are you saying all time in his division or all time? Because all time, it's not going to happen. There's just too many. Like, there's too many guys who are that he's going to have to pass already. Like this is an example of that, Mateo. That's like saying that Kirill Kaprizov will be top 10 NHL players of all time. It's not going to happen. He's going to be good. He's not going to in his division. Now that's a take. And I'm listening. My eyes are wide open. I will follow that till the end. But to say all time, that again, that's like saying that Kaprizov, who is a superstar in his own right, will be top 10 all time, and it's just not going to happen. Division, okay. Well, then my eyes are open. Dana said that this could be fight of the year on the clip at the end of the lightweight semifinal, so we got another good fight next week. Yes. I'm pumped. That's awesome. Hey, wait, Activate A. Do you know what time it starts next week? Don't we have Contender Series next week? Or is Contender Series before the Ultimate Fighter? No, all good. And that makes a lot more sense. It's going to upload on Sony Live here in India after 2 or 3 days. I'll be watching then. Oh, got you. Okay, well, let me tell you, buddy, it was a great fight. It was a great fight. Wow. Unbelievable stuff. Great fight, guys. I'm still swooning over the fight right now. Again, the after TUF show has honestly been better than like the actual TUF show, which is hilarious. All right, so FJL, if you're still here, I'm sorry if I got a little riled up myself. Didn't mean to make anybody feel bad in this stream. Just we all got a little riled up here. Got to defend some of the old timers that the new fans haven't watched, guys. Not sure, honestly. Might be back to back. Let's look it up here before we hang up the skates. Hang up the skates. Damn, that slipped out. Hang up the gloves. I used to say that when I did hockey streams. I'm looking forward to Font versus Sandhagen. Dude, me too. That one is going to be an absolute war. Dude, look at this. Dean Thomas and Matt Serra. Serra just slammed Dean Thomas on the mat. Throwback to the Ultimate Fighter season 4 days when Dean Thomas and Matt Serra were on that show together, man. Another showing some flashbacks. Matt Serra in season 4 of the Ultimate Fighter was absolutely jacked, dude. I mean, Dean Thomas too, but oh my gosh, Shoney Carter used to wear the Speedos. Oh my god, that's hilarious. This wasn't the best season. There was drama. It just wasn't the best season because they weren't amateur. They were all actual fighters. So it was actually a lot like this season. But Matt Serra kind of became a coach on that season, which was really cool. But yeah, who do you got? Font versus Sandhagen. I got Sandhagen, but I do think it's going to go 5 rounds. I don't think Font's as chinny as everyone says he is. All right, so let's take a look here, guys. Let's take a look here. Let's see. Dana White's Contender Series. Contender Series. Was Jeremy Horn also in that season 4? That was the one I don't remember the most because I wasn't as invested in that one. Because they were, for the most part, more professional because they were professionals. You know what I mean? Dana White's Contender Series. What are we at now? Season 7 or season 8? Okay, let's take a look here. Okay, season 7, Tuesday, August 8th. Oh my god, exclusive ESPN to the series. Live Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Huh. Okay. So 2 hours before TUF. There you go. We have our answer. That means next week we're going back-to-back Tuesday night. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Back-to-back Tuesday night for streaming tomorrow. And potentially another week after that. Because there's 2 more fights. 2 more semifinal fights. So we might go back-to-back. On Tuesday. That's awesome. Okay, so there we go. It's going to start at 5 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. Let's go, baby. And we have the list of fights. Cesar Almeida against Lucas Fernando, Tom Nolan, Bogdan Grad, Junior Cortez against Peyton Talbot, Kevin Borat. Dude, honestly, Lucas Fernando's a good fighter. Dude, I'm so excited for Contender Series, guys. You have no idea. Yep. This guy's sick. 9-1. 6'3", 185 pounds. He's an absolute beast, dude. Oh, yeah. And they do it on Fight Center, too. That's sick. We can do Fight Center for Contender Series. Let's go. Guys, I'm so fucking stoked. You have no idea. Dude, how crazy. Matt Serra and Ray Longo, Chris Weidman, Aljo, Marab, Ali Quinta. Man, they produced some good fighters out of that camp. Imagine McGregor versus Gaethje in a tough season right now. Would have been much better than McGregor versus Chandler. Honestly, Biplub, I don't think it even matters who the coaches are right now. I think the UFC is producing it right now in-house, and they don't know how to make a reality show. They don't. There's not a reality show director. There's not a reality show producer. It is a vlog. It is a vlog with fights at the end. And they make a good vlog, but it's not a reality show. When Fox did it, it was kind of in between. It wasn't full reality show vibe, but it was, and it wasn't full on UFC in-house vlog vibe. Now it's just a vlog. There's nothing that grasps the audience. I used to feel like I had a connection with all the cast because of the way it was filmed. Dang, dog, still going, dude. I'm pumped. No, I said Benjamin because I went earlier on the member stream yesterday that I was going to stay on a little bit later today to just hang out. But we're going to hang up the glove soon. Benjamin, next week we got back-to-back streams on Tuesday. Contender Series, 2 hours before TUF. Can't wait. So we're going to be streaming for like 3 hours. 3 to 4 hours next Tuesday, which I'm excited for. Dude, Dana White's Contender Series is one of my favorite shows, favorite cards, favorite quote-unquote like sub-promotions from the UFC. It's unbelievable. I mean, that's just how I view it, dude. That's how I view it. It's just not the same. Because I'm rewatching some of the Fox seasons now, and they're still they still have that reality show feel to them. But then if you go back even further to like, again, I say season 10 with Rampage and Rashad is the best season. Not necessarily the fights, because the fights weren't that good. However, there was one fight with Mitrione and McSweeney, and McSweeney's fighting fucking Badahari and Glory coming up in a few weeks here. That was a good fight. No, they're not overlapping. So, well, they're on the same day. So basically 2 hours before TUF starts, Contender Series will air. And usually Contender Series only goes 2 hours. It doesn't dig too much into the overlap, but honestly, if it does, that's okay, because all I care about is the fights on TUF anyways. So no, Dana White's Contender Series is supposed to start, or is going to start at 8 p.m. Eastern. TUF is supposed to start at 10. So there you go. Again, the bonus footage is it's just a vlog, dude. It's just a vlog. McGregor literally has a water boy. That's hilarious. And again, big shout out to Benjamin, Biplob, Shane, our exclusive members for being here. Shout out to Mateo. Shout out to everyone who's engaged in the conversation as well. Sorry if I got a little salty earlier. It was a mix of the disrespect towards Nick Diaz and me just being on cloud 9 after watching that fight. Got you. And I meant overlapping. I meant happening in the same season. They definitely should have waited until TUF was over. I agree. But at this point, I'm just excited, man. I'm just excited. I love jumping on stream and hanging out with you guys, but I want to be calling fights. and or I want to see some drama. McGregor. I want to put on a little bit of music. Oh, man. But anyways, this is the main event of the fight. Or, sorry, of the week 1 of Dana White's Contender Series. Cesar Almeida against Lucas Fernando. Dude, Fernando is a motherfucker, as Ray Longo would say. I love UFC, but man, three UFC shows a week is a lot. Does TUF really even count as a UFC show, though? I get you. I'm like less of a fan of the UFC than most people, most of the subscribers on the channel. And I'm honestly, I get more stoked for Contender Series every week than I even do for UFC cards. Not all UFC cards, don't get me wrong. There's some they're absolutely awesome and that I'm super jacked for, but for the most part, I'm more excited for Contender Series. I like how, the fighters put it all out on the line, and 9 times out of 10, the cards are amazing. And I like that they all fight with, with a burning desire, with a fire under their ass to really try to, make it to the UFC. By the way, Max Quinones and I today talked about his plans, his goals, and he said probably 2 more fights in the promotion. Oh, by the way, he announced his next fight on the podcast too. He's fighting a way more experienced guy who has 3 more professional fights than him. And he said that he thinks he's going to smash this guy still, and that his striking is better. And he said his plan is essentially like either 2-3 more fights in the promotion, or 2 more fights, a title fight included in there in Cage Fury, and then Contender Series, or to really try to take a fight on short notice. He actually said, and this was a really cool part of the interview, guys. He said that, and he didn't speak on behalf of all regional fighters, but he said that it's almost more valuable to take a fight on short notice with the UFC because you automatically sign a 4-fight deal. And one of those fights is the fight on short notice versus Contender Series, where the contract's a little bit different and you have to fight in Contender Series. Oh, absolutely. And fight night and Friday fights in the morning. What weight is Quinones? 135. 135. And he says, like, and we were going to talk a little bit about his weight cut, but we decided to put that on the shelf for the next podcast episode that he jumps on, or just like an appearance. He said he might jump on a live stream. He says his brother's actually a subscriber to the channel and watches a lot of these streams, which is awesome. Yes, weight 135, and he says he manages his weight very well. So well that his next fight is in Philadelphia. And he's September 1st in Philadelphia, and he wants to fight in October after he wins, he said. Now, he's like, obviously, knock on wood, no injuries, anything, but he's like, I can keep my weight down. And he said, I am going to keep my weight down and just like continue to, again, barring any injuries, go right into another camp. He says he's young enough, he's fit enough, and he wants to get one more fight in because he's getting married right before Christmas, and then wants to turn it around in the new year and either get one more fight for the title in Cage Fury, or, like you said, a fight in the UFC. Maybe Quinones will follow in Jeremiah Wells' footsteps. Maybe. And I was very like frank with him when I talked. I was like, I want to see you against better competition, because 4-0 as a pro, he's going up against other guys who are either who are 4 fights into their career, 2 fights, 3 fights, or it's early. They're very much in that first stage of, okay, you're making that jump from amateur to pro, or just going right to pro. You're going to make mistakes. No one's perfect. No one's well-rounded. Well, at that tier, at that stage in any fighter's pro career, he's levels above those first 4 fight, those first or 4 fight guys who, let's be honest, haven't popped or just haven't put it together yet. So I told him straight up, like, I want to see you against guys who are 5-1, 5-2, undefeated like yourself. And he says that he's got one of those. I think he said the guy was 5-2 that he's fighting in September, and he thinks he's going to smash him. So I'm excited. I won't give up much more of that interview. Exclusive members will get that video a couple days before it drops live on the channel. It'll marinate on the channel for a few days, and then we'll drop some clips and segments of it also on the YouTube channel. And if you want, oh my God, I'm looking at Matt Sarah with hair right now. That is crazy. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, if you guys just want to listen to it via audio as well, it will be on its own podcast feed. The City Life Project does have a podcast feed, but I only post the big long form interviews, and we've only really had one so far, and that was Miss Hannah Rose. So it'll also be on Spotify for video if you want to watch it there, but watch it on YouTube. Help us out. Help us get some ad revenue from that shit. Quinones is in the exact experience range for TUF. I didn't ask him if he wanted to do TUF, but I did ask him like what his goals for, and he said a few more fights in Cage Fury because he really loves Cage Fury. He says other than LFA, he said Cage Fury in his opinion is the best regional show. and he wants to fight the best in that promotion. Obviously, a title in Cage Fury is desirable, but he said, his goal first and foremost is to, make money, support his family. And his sponsors have been with him since, the beginning. Actually, one of his sponsors is his hairdresser as well, who does his hairdo. I did ask that question on behalf of Foul One if his hair costs more than his win and show bonus, and he had a good chuckle on that. Everyone knows Ryzen is the best regional show. I think the step above a regional show, but actually, you know what? It is the best regional. I'll say it's not quite there yet. I'd say kind of like Bellator, but not quite as good as Bellator as far as like saying that the top of their divisions is good. Well, I know, but you do have a point. Like look, JL's already got under my skin today. Nothing you throw at me unless you literally call me up or jump on stream and start singing the Burger King fucking song. Well, I'm nothing else. I think can rile me up today. It is a professional promotion. We all know that. It's not in like the top 4. It's not. It might not even be in the top 5. Like I do think KSW has a deeper promotion, but similar to that of a Bellator, Ryzen has some really good fighters at the top and some good prospects that they push through it. But the rest of the roster is come see, come saw. Wanna bet? No, at 1 minute, 1 hour and 43 minutes in, I'm good. But like I said, if you jumped on and started singing DK, whew, I might just fucking flip this table. By the way, guys, Dean Thomas and Matt said this might be the best after show episode yet. Oh god. All right, it's time. Before Benjamin goes full jail in the live chat here, we might have to hang up the gloves. Dean Thomas is hilarious. Oh man, again, the after show's better than the actual show, but the fight this week was incredible. Nobody got humbled though. It was just a very good fight. Maybe I got humbled a little bit. Maybe JL got humbled a little bit. I don't know. I felt like I was a little too hard on JL too. Now that I think about it, but I was getting riled up. I truly think, I love the support that JL shows the channel. Don't get me wrong. And then like people are like, oh, kick him out. No, I'm never gonna do that. JL's one of the homies. He's one of the homies. He may be on an island sometimes, most of the time, but he's one of the homies. He supports the channel. Former member as well of the channel. I appreciate all the support and the time that JL spends with us. It's just, I'm truly convinced that the motive is to get under Isha's skin now versus hang out with the homies and talk mixed martial arts. Which, hey, if you keep coming back, JL, if you keep wanting to engage in conversations and arguments, let's fucking go. Like I said, it's more of a sparring session than it is a fight. We're all on the same team. We're all in the same camp. And that camp is the City Life Project. So like and subscribe if you haven't already, folks. Big shout out to the exclusive members again who joined us here today. Benjamin, Shane, Mateo, Biplop. Was that it for exclusive members who joined us here today? Yeah, I don't think Fallon stopped by. And then a big shout out to everybody else who joined us and who commented in the live stream. Connor KO's Gay Cheese and Mikey Chandler's under a round. That would piss off JL, I think. Oh, man. Big shout out to everyone joining. Thank you so much, as always, for stopping by. Benjamin, thank you so much to the exclusive members for going above and beyond. Hope you enjoyed the membership stream yesterday. I will be posting a few clips of it and 2 other exclusive pieces of content this week. So be sure to subscribe, ring that bell for notifications so you're notified whenever a new piece of content drops, whenever a new vlog drops, and whenever we make a community post and or set the live streams. A ton of live streams this weekend, a ton of fight companions, back-to-back one championship fights on Friday, as well as there's PFL this week, UFC, Sandhagen, Font at the top of the card. That's going to be an awesome fight, and so much more. The schedule will be posted tonight or tomorrow. Like I said, a ton of content dropping on the channel. Like and subscribe. Appreciate you guys. Even you, JL. Sorry if it was a little hard on you tonight, buddy. Have a great rest of your week, guys. I'm not streaming tomorrow. There's no Invicta. There's no Pro Box TV. So I will see you guys back Thursday. I will be streaming on my hockey channel, the Soda Pod. I'm filling in for my co-host who can't make it. And then I will either jump on whatever late fights are on Thursday and or a member stream on Thursday. So I hope to see some of you there. Back bright and early Friday, one championship Friday fights, as well as fight night. What is it, 13 or 14 now? Anyways, see you folks later. Thank you so much for the support. Appreciate you all. Oh my goodness. And Biplov before the night ends with a super sticker. Thank you so much. I got to jump on YouTube and see what the super sticker is. Guys, I will see you next week, not only for the Ultimate Fighter, but I will also see you next week for Dana White's Contender Series Season 7, Episode 1. Biplov, thank you so much. By the way, guys, I have to say, please go support Rampage Jackson's new podcast. Please. Cool. Thank you so much. I'll be joining you for one championship. Can't wait to see you for both of those, buddy. Again, everyone, please go support Rampage Jackson's new podcast. It is on the Jackson channel, JAXXON, I believe. Please go support it. He's not getting a lot of views right now, and I don't want him to end the podcast selfishly because he doesn't have a lot of views. It is rather cool, like this super sticker, and thank you so much, Biplov. Again, appreciate you. Thank you so much. I'm excited to see you there too. Thank you so much for being a member. Thank you so much for all you do to support this channel, and I really appreciate I really appreciate your comments in the live chat. But guys, go support Rampage Jackson's podcast. It's awesome. If you like Rampage interviews, it's basically just an extended interview. Him and fighters, him and other boxers, him and his co-hosts have a decent chemistry. He's not getting a lot of views on it, and it's right out of the gate. It's a newer channel. Go support it. That's your homework from me. And if you guys haven't ever watched Nick Diaz fight Robbie Lawler 1, go check that out as well. There you go. There's your guys' homework. Biplov, thank you for the donation, brother. Seriously.
That shit beautiful than a motherfucker.
Absolutely love you guys. Thank you so much for joining. That's it for me. Good night. See you back Thursday for member stream or Fight Companion. And then Friday, Saturday, we'll probably be streaming like 18 out of those. We'll probably be streaming like 32 out of those 48 hours, folks. So back for more Fight Companions this weekend. More content dropping this week. Like and subscribe. And I will see you folks Thursday. Peace. Have a great rest of your week.
In your shield, and the fiercest